Hey guys, Tristan Ritchie from Lake City Realty, and here's another video on the best waterfalls in Sudbury, Ontario. And we'll go a little further out too, because you kind of need to see all the best ones. So I'm gonna rank the top 6, going from number 6 down to my favorite, a little bit further out, a little harder to find, but let's get there. Before we start, if you appreciate these videos, please like, subscribe. Honestly, it truly helps. I work really hard on these videos. It's a lot of work, but I do appreciate it. Every time I see even just a like, I get super excited. So let's get right into it. Number 6, this is Misery Bay Falls, located in Misery Bay, which is on Manitoulin Island. So there's 2 of them on Manitoulin Island that I'll mention. This one is about 2 hours away from Sudbury. You cross this really cool bridge. You need to research Manitoulin Island. It's the largest freshwater lake in the world. So that's where this one is located. It's a nice scenic view. You get to go see it. Not one of the bigger ones, but it is a pretty cool one to go and check out. Number 5 is Vermilion Lake Falls. So this one is not too far from Sudbury in the Chelmsford area. Pretty easy to access this one. You can go take a look, go sit, have a lunch, picnic, camping. In Sudbury, we have lots of rocks. So there's quite a bit of places. There's lots of waterfalls that I can mention. There's one here that I haven't been to, which is the next one. But most of these I've been to several times and they are gorgeous. And it's fun to just go hang out. A lot of them have a basin in the bottom where you can go swim. And it's just an amazing time. And I'll have some photos that'll pop up here as well. Next up is AY Jackson Falls, and this is in Massey. So Massey's about 45 minutes to an hour from Sudbury. It's named after the Group of 7 artists. So if you ever heard of the Group of 7, they're famous painters. They painted a lot in Ella Lake, which is a similar area to where this waterfall is. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful landscape. Lots thick forest, trees, the water is gorgeous. So a lot of those paintings, and those paintings sell for as much as the house that I'm in, some of them. So these guys are super, super famous. So this waterfall was named after him. This is a must see. You gotta go check it out. It is gorgeous. Next up is Bridal Veil Falls. So this is another one on Manitoulin Island. This is a staple. Almost everyone who's been to Manitoulin has stopped there. There's a chocolate factory that's right close. And the cool part about this one is when you're there, you can go walk behind the waterfall. So there's like a little section where you can go down some stairs and get right close, and then you can walk behind the waterfall and you get the mist and everything. And another cool part of this one is in a certain time of year, the salmon start to run up. So that whole pond at the bottom gets filled with salmon that are laying their eggs. So that's a pretty cool experience if you go at the right time of year. Next up is Aniping Falls. This one is not so much high, but it spans a long way. It's also a really nice hike. I forget exactly how many kilometers, if I had to guess, about an hour and a half hike. So it's a loop that you can go do. Another gorgeous, gorgeous area. There's a bridge that crosses the whole waterfall. And like I said, you can see all the way down. We have a really rocky terrain, like I was saying, so there's like different levels to this waterfall. It's one of the bigger ones. This one is definitely not one you can run with your kayak or your canoe, but it's a great, great experience to go with your family, friends, get some nice pictures, bring a lunch, because over there is fun too. And in the winter, it doesn't freeze up. Part of the trail, you have to go up this like sand hill to get to the trail to go to Aniping Falls. That becomes a sliding toboggan kind of place that you can go to as well. Just a side note. And the number 1 waterfall to go to check out is at Paradise Lagoon. Jump all the way down off the side into this little lagoon. It's super deep, the water is cold, but it is an amazing experience when you go. There's 2 different tiers, the main tiers that you can go hang out in, and they call it the Blue Lagoon because the water is gorgeous. If you go on a nice sunny day, it does get quite busy, but this one is one that you need. Like when I went out a couple years ago, we went with my girlfriend's Jeep. It is a rugged terrain. If you're there with a small car, you probably won't make it. Make sure you're with someone who knows how to read a map, because it is a little bit more difficult to get there. There's 2 ways to get there. You can either go there by canoe, through a canoe trip, or you go in through this dirt road that takes about 45 minutes to get to. But once you're there, you gotta find the right spot to leave the dirt road. Sometimes there's vehicles there as well, and it is just gorgeous. The experience is amazing. Definitely bring a couple beers and some drinks and some food, because you're gonna wanna hang out there for the day. Especially if it's sunny out, it is awesome. And like I said, you can jump at a certain area. You can go sit there one part. It's not quite like a waterfall where it falls over. It just like rolls down on the rock and you can lay against the rock and it just falls on your head a little bit. It's just a very cool experience. So those are the top waterfalls in Sudbury and the surrounding areas. So if you have any questions, I love the outdoors. I go all the time camping, canoeing, so I've been to most places. So if you have any questions for me, or whatever real estate related. We got a team full of professionals here. We know Sudbury better than anyone else, and we love Sudbury. So if you need some help, please feel free to reach out at any time.